So, metal build, Justice Gundam. This is the other metal build that I bought from Comic-Con. And yeah, this is actually the first one I bought, and then I came back and bought the other one, which is the Freedom Gundam. But yeah, let's just take a look at the box quickly here. Silver foil for the branding there. Really nice shot of the Justice Gundam. Not much here, just a faded photo of the Justice Gundam. Nice product shots here, very animated, action oriented. I like that he's riding the glider just like the Green Goblin, and yeah, which is probably what I'm gonna do. And not much here, just another photo that's somewhat faded, and then at the bottom, yeah, metal build, Justice Gundam. Top, yeah, just metal build. And let's compare it to the other metal build, the Freedom Gundam, and they're actually the same size, like when you look at it this way, but Justice Gundam is thicker, probably because of the huge glider, right? Now let's compare that to a master grade kit. So the master grade kit is bigger in all direction except for thickness. This one is slightly thicker. I think they're about the same. Oh no, this the Justice Gundam metal build is heavier. Anyways, that's it for the box. Let's go open it up. Alright, so let's look at the tray first, and starting with the glider. What do we have here? We have 4 pairs of hands here. Then we have this gun here. But it looks very good. Very similar to the Freedom Gundam. Let's take a look at the shield. Shield is nice too. Again, very similar to the Freedom Gundam, obviously different color. We'll do a comparison later on. And now let's take out the glider. It's quite big. And obviously you can open it up like so. But yeah, it's quite big. And this one too. I like all the details on the booster. It's really nice. And the vents and everything. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. We got some beam something here. And so let's take a look at the other. Here's the other tray, which holds mostly what do you call this? The stand. Oh, actually, there's another tray. Unlike the Freedom Gundam, there's only 2 levels. Yeah, so the stand is very similar, but you have an extra one that's shorter. And then you have the adapters here. That's interesting. Okay, so I guess more adapters for the stand. And then, yeah, the beam saber. This one's double-sided, just like the Freedom Gundam. And just like Dark Maul's lightsaber. Yeah, and I think that's it for all the accessories. So we'll just Aha, what's this? More accessories. Interesting. Huh, okay. Oh yeah, it looks so good. Looks crazy. So much detail. Even on the back side of it. Alright, so alright, so let's check out his articulation. I'm guessing it should be the same as Freedom Gundam. So for the head, it's on a ball joint, so you can move around, turn around. The neck moves. Doesn't seem like the color moves, which is different. So okay, that's interesting difference compared to the Freedom Gundam. Its arms looks very similar. You can fold this up, right? And yeah, it's full 360 there. You can turn. Oh, you can turn at the. Can you? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. Either it's very tight. Oh yeah, you can turn it, but it's very tight. And the elbow is double jointed as well. Pretty much 180. So, is there an ab crunch? Oh yeah, there is. So you can look down like this. The waist swivels as well, but very tight. I don't want to force it. And you can lift up the skirt armor, this, and then this. You can do the splits, pretty much the same thing as Justice in Freedom Gundam. Look at all the die cast material, parts there. You can do the front kick, and then when you bend the knees, it does that, which is awesome. So almost 180 as well. The feet, does it move? Yeah, it moves a little bit side to side. Oh no, it does quite a bit. Oh, can you move the toes? Yeah, the toe moves as well. Just a tiny bit, but it's very sharp, tight. So let's. Alright, so okay. Alright, so the first thing, let's give him his shield. And this is very similar to the Freedom Gundam, and for some reason it's not as tight, but yeah, actually this way. So it works the same way. It just clips into the back there. Like this. Alright, let's give him his gun. But to do that, we have to replace one of the hands, a gun holding hand. So I don't like the fact that the peg is on the figure itself. I hope the peg was on the hand, so that if the peg breaks, you lose the hand, not the ability to attach other hands to the figure. But that's how they made it for some reason. So all right, there it is. Yeah, and I'm gonna attach this huge backpack on him. Sure, let's do that. It works the same way as pre-dawn Gundam, so it has the clips like this. You can snap it in place so it stays this way. Now we just shove it into that slot there. And then you hear that sound. Now, he can't stand on his own, which is to be expected because it's just so big. The backpack, that is. But yeah, it's pretty massive. Can he actually? He has to like hunch forward. Yeah, so you do it this way. Yeah, which looks pretty awkward, but so which means we have to use the stand or the base. All right, so there he is with the glider on the backpack as a backpack and on the stand here. Did forget to do a couple things. We need to put the beam sabers. There are some notches there. All right. So also there was this bits here, and you're supposed to put it on his shoulder pad. So like so. And that thing is really pointy. Onto the other side. There it is. One thing to be mindful of is when you have the backpack like this, the two bits that protrude up front will hit the V-fin, and if you're not careful it might break the V-pin. Now that said, there is an extra one, and this is why. And there you go. What I'm probably gonna do, I don't like it like this. I'm probably just gonna have him standing on the glider. There it is. Ooh. Oh, by the way, the stand here has a few options. You can extend it, so it has a locking mechanism, so you can extend it and it will change the angle, and you can lock it in by pushing this part here. Also, you can extend it by releasing the this bit here, and then you can extend. There you go. Yeah. I was gonna remove him anyways. I'm gonna use the shorter stand to mount the glider, and then he's gonna be standing on the glider. Alright, so I finally got him to be standing on his glider, and I made it so that it looks like he's doing a bank turn, which is actually very difficult to do because he's quite heavy. You know, there's a lot of metal in there, and to get it stay on the glider, there's a few things you have to do. So for the glider, you can extend these parts here, and then that moves the foot pads, I guess you could say, wider, so you can have this kind of stance. And then there are a couple of clips, one on each foot, that you can attach to the foot and then to the glider, so you can see it. You can see it over there. You can see it on the side here. And then you extend the back part. You pull it out towards the rear, and that exposes a hole that you can attach this arm translucent arm onto the glider, and then it has this clamp and a peg they can attach to the Gundam. I had to attach the gun like this to clear the arm, and I think that's pretty much it. And so I wanted the legs to be more bent, but it's hard. The feet can't move anymore or angle, and this thing is kind of on the way. Speaking of which, it's upside down because it keeps popping off when I try to, but I'll take care of that later on. But yeah, I just really like how it looks like it's just banking like this, and this can be angled. So I just angle it in such a way that it looks like it's, you know, making a turn with the wings. And yeah, so and he's holding his you know, dual sword or double-sided sword. This is actually this thing is actually a weapon, so you can you can remove it to attach a beam, and so it's kind of like a knife. Yeah, so it looks unstable, but it's actually fairly stable, and he's on there pretty good. Although because of the weight, you know, without the Gundam, the angle is more like this, but with the Gundam, it goes all the way to the side like that. So, but yeah, I really like this pose. And so yeah, there it is. I'm gonna display him like this. So let's do some size comparison. Alright, first up, something non-Gundam. It's a GX Chogokin Gunbuster. One of my favorite figures. Quite heavy, pretty big. And yeah, obviously it's not fair. He's not standing straight up. He's kind of crouching, but he's on a glider. So yeah. Anyways, I just want to show something non-Gundam first. Okay, now a Master Grade RX-78. I kind of like this because of the unique color, and it has the pink, kind of matches with the other one, so I picked this one. Not a lot of work here, just minimal stickers, some panel lining, and a matte paint. That's about it. And yeah, obviously it takes a long time to assemble one, so I really like the metal build. And Gundam fixed figuration metal composite. Speaking of which, I have a RX-78 G3. He's riding the just like him. So yeah, it's this one's pretty interesting too because of the color combination. Yeah, so metal composite. You can't really. So inside is metal, but outside it's mostly plastic or vinyl, I believe. But it's still pretty heavy and, you know, nicely detailed. Last but not least, the Freedom Gundam Concept 2. So I bought this two the same time at San Diego Comic-Con, and yeah, so I'm gonna display them like this. I might repost this guy, but yeah, just together they, you know, they look so nice together. But you can totally see the similarities here, especially for the shield, right? And the chest a little bit. What else? Yeah, and the rifle too is very similar, if not the same mold. Anyways, yeah, so that's them together. Pretty awesome, eh? Anyways, so what do I think of this guy? Well, obviously I like it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it. I actually bought this one first before the Freedom Gundam. Uh, and I like the fact that you can he can ride his backpack, or you can put it behind him. So there's, you know, it's more fun that way, with the variation. And yeah, and I think the color scheme is pretty unique too. Unlike most other, unlike the Freedom Gundam, which is, you know, the typical blue and white with a bit of red. Yeah, so, and this thing costs like the same amount, $290, which is, I have to admit, a pretty steep price. But considering inflation and all that, yeah, it's kind of hard to imagine that the Gun Buster, I paid $185 to that, and this is more than $100 more. But that one, you know, it looks bigger and, you know, has a lot of what do you call this, accessories. This is pretty much all the accessory, you know, aside from the adapters for the stand, and yeah, and other and like few pairs of hands. So, anyways, I'm just rambling now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna review my other Gundam figures, the metal composite. I haven't done that before, so yeah, if you're interested, just come back and watch that, or just watch my other videos, and please subscribe. Anyways, thank you for watching. Bye now.